I have me, Mr. Nacho. Anybody who tries to do martial arts, me, Mr. Nacho. I have the hardest fucking hobby in the fucking world. Has nothing to do with like martial arts is dangerous or physical exertion. It's just fucking stupid, dude. Like, I buy this knee brace, right? And it's got some shit in there that fucking burns, dude. Like, it's supposed to be therapeutic and warm your shit. Dude, that fucking shit burned the fuck out of my leg for fucking hours. So, I guess fuck knee protection. And then I spent so many billions of years trying to rinse that shit off that now I'm dripping and soaking wet everywhere. So not only is that not gym etiquette, it's dangerous for slipping and falling, and I won't be able to show off all my moves. So, you know what happens at times like this? You say fuck it, and you go home, and you eat, and you drink beer, and you go to sleep. And then you make mental preparedness to fix it the next time. You spend more money on stupid gym equipment. Then you come back and you realize something's broken, something sucks, something isn't up to par, and you forgot something. You forgot shit. Like, if I was like, oh, I'm a gamer, or oh, I watch anime porn, or whatever normal excuses for fucking men do nowadays, my life would be really easy. But I'm stupid. And I try to do. So I know martial arts, right? Nobody fucking cares. Dude, I'm gonna start teaching my fucking martial arts and shit. It's for free, right? Like, god damn, you guys, do you know how much like, no one gives a shit. Fucking how much I sacrificed to fucking learn the martial arts I have, dude. I fucked off my family. I didn't go to school. I like all sorts of dumb shit. Injuries, wasted time, wasted money. Like, god damn. This is why I hate evangelical Protestantism. So, my grandmother was heavily religious. I love her to death. It's not her fault. So, she didn't allow boys to do fucking rough sports and shit. So, I moved out to California. My dad is a martial artist. He turned Pentecostal, whatever the fuck. Now, that's violence. That's some kind of form of sinful, toxic masculinity. He didn't give a flying fuck, dude. What else? So I fucked off being able to live in Akron, Ohio for like free rent, easy ass life, just like play video games all the time. And I came out here, I broke a shitload of fucking bones. I wasted a lot of time. I got injured fucking a lot, dude. I trained so hard back in the day, it gave me fucking insomnia. And so all that stupid shit to show you guys for fucking free how to whoop ass, dude. I gotta warm up. Nobody cares. So I'm really slippery because I bought some stupid shit that was burning the fuck out of my leg. Some knee brace. So now I'm soaking wet as fuck. So I don't think I could do any footwork. I don't think I could do any spin kicks. So pretty much I think the video's trash. We'll see. Motherfuck, dude. I mean, goddamn, dude. And then, like, you gotta understand, I'm not, warriors are warriors. I'm a gladiator, dude. I'm a gladiator class person, dude. No one can take that away from me. I know what it's like to perform, put your body at risk, and worrying about fucking up more than getting hurt. And, what was I gonna say? You look at other sad ass excuses for fucking men with their easy ass, bitch ass fucking lives, and they're like, they have cooties and like life amenities when you're like a seething fucking lion that could just eat them, whoop their ass, and take all their fucking shit. and then how douchebags they go out of their way to like disrespect you and shit. How you doing? I forgot my glasses again. Like it's really appalling, dude. It's an insult. It's an insult to my existence. When you're so, I understand veterans that's been the war because they come out to a world where the brotherhood and camaraderie doesn't exist. Everybody's cutting you off in traffic. They stand too close to you in supermarket lines. They breathe all over their shit. They won't make their kids shut the fuck up. So when veterans go crazy and start like getting arrested for bitch slapping people, they should be exempt, dude. And like to a very lesser extent, or retired gladiators like me, same shit, dude. When you're a gladiator like I was, and you gotta look at how people are so disrespectful and so fucking douchebag, and that you're not allowed to just whoop their ass and take all their shit. It's an insult to your existence, dude. Like a lot. So fucking God must be merciful because he just doesn't whoop our ass, dude. The human race sucks, dude. It fucking really does. I don't know who the fuck would die for that shit. I fucked up that kick that it still hurt. My heel, my foot went right in. Last night I had a dream how God was telling me that I don't tell people to repent and like I spread hate and not love, and that I'm like destined for outer darkness. So then I up and woke up, got some coffee, and I figure I tell you guys the difference between the Russian style and mine. So let me warm up a little bit and can show me a 1-2 combo? Yeah, sure. 1-2 combo. Up. Yeah, I'll show you how I do it. And I was gonna it's the Russian style versus my style. So my 1-2, right? The 1 is a feint. The 1 is just to close the distance. And the 2 is really what matters usually. So I don't. If there's no such especially if there's takedowns, the guy could take me down. I'm not gonna stand there and go 1, 2, 3, overhand, uppercut. Like I'm not gonna throw more than 1 or 1-2 combos. I'm a blitz of 1-2 and I get the fuck out. Anyways, here goes. So watch, you'll see. Instead of doing a 1-2 on the bag, that's just working out. You have to work out how to set it up. So watch, I use my jab as like a fencer sword. And when I think it's appropriate, I'll throw the right hand, and I'm gonna do it really slow, like with not under pressure, because I'm slippery, dude. I'm soaking fucking wet and shit. So watch, I'm telegraphing this too. He knows it's coming. Telegraphing this 1. So I faked high and I went low, but depending on your foot positioning, you can get kicked in the face, and that sucked because I'm soaking wet. Now I'm going to fake the 2 and keep doing a 1. Now I kept faking that 2, like showing him that, because to get power out of that jab, I'm driving off of my back foot to stab it in. To fake the 2, I'm turning my whole body forward and showing him this hand, and then I'm counting on being the taller dude. I'm counting on him to overreach, and since I turn this shoulder, I no longer need to really drive off my back foot. All I need to do is turn to put power into that jab. That's why you see me, that bag is shaking so much, and I'm barely hitting it. I'm not putting like barely any strength behind it. It's all body mechanics. So watch, I'm gonna finally jab. If you're on the bag like 1, 2, 3, that's cardio kickboxing. You have to work on how you're gonna actually land this shit. And it's a lot of common sense. Watch, I'm gonna finally nail the 2. Watch where it's going. Hey, remember, I'm not doing it full speed. I'm slippery, I'm soaking wet. So I kept showing him that rear hand, the 2, and then I went low. And the way I used to do it is like, so this is, whether this hits or not, sometimes I won't even hit it. I'll go across my face on purpose just to block. If they're smart and they guessed right and they hit me low, I just ran into it. But so I might even miss on purpose, and then instead of just going down like this, which you can do, I go again a U to land this, boom. Something about like in nature, things go in spirals and circles, and in martial arts that happens too. So like a lot of times I'll throw a right hand. If they're smart, they'll knee you in the face. It's like, instead of throwing a hand here, it's like an overhand. It's completely, I'm going offline, and I dip out of it. A lot of shit with circles, because a lot of people will tell you, like, oh, rechamber to your face, rechamber to your, once you got to practice those fundamentals, and then you can start breaking the rules. Somebody trains MMA, Amsterdam. Yeah, dude, you know, if you're a young buck and you got good cardio, and Amsterdam, that sounds like you probably know more shit than me, dude. I come from gyms where everybody, they might have had a high school wrestling background. They might have done jiu-jitsu until age 25. And then one day they watched Bloodsport or Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme overnight. So then finally, we're gonna put on the shin pads and the mitts, and we're gonna spend 80% of the fucking class hitting pads and stupid shit. And then finally we're gonna spar at the end of the class when most people are going home. And when that would happen, I would mog the shit out of fucking everybody. You know why? Because karate actually fucking works. I did karate as a kid. It's like human jousting. And you know what the crazy thing is? The times are really changing. When I was doing karate at 11 years old, this was like the early 90s. I was like 11 years old. It didn't matter if you were sparring or going at it with a fucking like 15-year-old, a 16-year-old. They were kicking the shit out of you, dude. They're literally launching their whole body. They're trying to take your head off. They don't care if you get knocked out and hit your head on the hardwood floor. Then when I got back into karate at like 19 years old or some shit, this is the early 2000s. They were like, oh, you need to use control. They were like, I just stopped. It's like, oh, you accidentally hit them too hard. And they make stupid rules. Like, I used to do karate with my right leg forward and my right hand forward, so I could do hook kicks because I'm right-legged, right? I used to do Van Damme shit. So I used to fence people off and do it southpaw. They made me do it right. That's actually left-handed, but I'm right-handed. But I would fight or spar right-handed. I just got out of the wrestling team in high school. Most wrestlers are right-handed, wrestle with their right leg and their right shoulder forward. So this fucking karate school, they forced me to like, until you get to whatever belt, you need to do it right-handed, right? It's confusing, right? Because I remember right-handed, but I did it left-handed. So I sucked. I had to use my left leg, and that fucking sucked. I sucked. I quit. And then I went into judo, Jean LaBelle, grappling, but no one cares. It's just the times changed. In the early 90s, like people say karate's bad or fake, dude. They were kicking the shit out of you, dude. And karate's a lot of hard, it's basically playing tag, violent tag. It's like playing violent face tag. You can hit the body too. And then got into grappling. Suppose I was really good if I got side control, but my grappling admittedly sucks. Like, I got so goddamn injured from fucking wrestling, pro wrestling, grappling in general. But then now at this age, I do everything right-handed with my fucking left leg and left arm. The camera's mirrored. I do everything standard because it's now I fight or I spar or whatever you want to call it. I tell myself, if I get in a fight, you got to tell yourself it's just hard sparring. Let the butterflies go away. I do everything right-handed now because it's from years and years and years of I did pro wrestling. You have to do it right-handed. In America, I believe in Mexico, they like in pro wrestling, you lock up like this. You get the headlock like this. This is my left arm. You hit the ropes like this, and I believe in Mexico, lucha libre, it's the opposite. Who cares, right? What the fuck? So basically, doing pro wrestling taught me to go back to fucking right-handed. I was thinking. So, you guys ever seen Russian boxing? I broke my right Achilles, so I can't mimic it. But they like bounce in and out. They like bounce, and then they bounce like that. Like they bounce in, bounce out, bounce in, bounce out, and then maybe watch. You bounce in with your left. You bounce in with the left, or you bounce in and just fake turning your body like you're gonna throw a right hand, and you bounce out. You bounce in with a jab. You bounce out. You bounce in with a feint, you bounce out. Then you finally, when you feel like comfortable, you like bounce in and go 1, 2. Look at this 2. I noticed that a lot of, I guess in amateur boxing, somebody said that's goated. You rock, bro. No, I don't think, I'm pretty sloppy now. I broke my ankle so many times in my life. I had potential, or I sparred a bunch of dudes that were only wrestlers. So, because there's a dude named John Munoz, and he used to train people around here. I think his students would have fucked me up, dude. I was like, God damn, they're good. The last martial arts school I went to, they worship toughness and strength. Like, Like, you know what a triangle is, right? They call it the fat man's triangle. They would really, instead of doing a real jujitsu triangle, they would try to put their shin bone underneath your neck and pull your head down in a neck crank. So like, you're putting your shin underneath I'm like on top of you trying to beat you, and you put your shin underneath my neck, and you grab the back of my head and press down really hard. That's not, unless you're on steroids, that's not going to work. They relied a lot on neck cranks. One of the coaches to the gym, his favorite submission was a literal bear hug. And he admitted that doing steroids, he'd come to his house, smoke some weed, he'll fucking do steroids right in front of you mid-conversation. He didn't give any fucks. But a bear hug and a fat, whatever they called how you doing, Javid? Free Palestine, motherfuckers. I know. Man, I want to ask, can flat feet affect your MMA career? Is it training martial arts for 7 years? It's affecting my performance. You know, I heard two things. Flat feet go away with sprinting exercises. No one's got time for that. I heard that Chuck Liddell used to fight really flat-footed. And I don't know if it's true or not. It might be bro science. I heard that flat feet isn't really a factor. That flat feet is actually better for like doing squats. I heard flat feet is better for being grounded. In my opinion, it's like Vitor Belfort. His style, I know, like my friend Javi, my friend Javi is like a martial art god for his age, dude. Meaning by like when he was 16 years old, he already had 2 amateur Muay Thai championships. I don't think they allow elbows for kids, but it was still Muay Thai. And he had a blue belt under, I think Carlson Gracie. Carlson Gracie trained somebody who trained my friend Javi. I'm very sure he'll tell you that he has, like, Vitor Belfort, I don't know if you can see my foot. Vitor Belfort is like always on the back of his foot is always on the ball of his foot. Like this. Like that. Me, I don't know if my style's worth of shit, but I did win a lot of fucking sparring matches before I like just got old and fat. I push off. My back foot is flat. It's like this, and I'm looking to when I go 1-2. Remember, my 1 is just the closest distance. I don't care if it lands. 1, then it comes on the back foot. Then it comes on the back foot. So, because I broke my Achilles, I'm actually pushing off this thigh, and I have what's called Dupuytren's contracture. It sucks. Other than that, I train myself. You can do it too. I'm not bragging. I can train myself to my shoulders and my quads don't burn. They'll pull though. The muscles will pull because I have that fucking disease. But fucking you could condition your shit to like, okay, for another example real quick. So, since I'm heavy on my back leg, this leg, sometimes I'll flip the stance. So watch, up here, I'll go this way to give this leg a break. And you gotta know what moves you have. So that's actually this way, so that the camera's mirrored. That's southpaw. So I know when I'm doing southpaw, I don't have a rear cross. I have a decent jab. I have to guard my liver more, and I'm slower to retreat. And it's more of my grappling stance. But I still have a good side kick because I'm right-legged. You get the point. Whatever your tool bag is, depending on their stance and your stance, is your move selection. so that you don't do something stupid that you're not used to and get caught. So sometimes if I was smart and if I went back to sparring, I would probably start the match with my opposite side, just to see what the guy's about, retreat a lot, give him a lot of confidence, let him get his shit off, and try to read what he does. And then when I'm ready to engage, I have a couple moves. I still have a good side kick with this other leg. I still have a decent power jab with this hand. But a lot of it is going to be Kiba Dachi. Kiba Dachi is when you're completely at a side. So I have a good side kick. I might turn forward a little bit. If he knows me, I'm fucked, because he knows he's not going to respect this hand. But he probably doesn't know I don't have a left cross. So I might turn the shoulder a little bit to try to put some zing. See? Boom, like that. And I still got a good side kick. But I'm actually saving my energy. I'm hoping he burns out. I'm hoping I learn what he's about. Does he overreach? Does he jab like this instead of like that? Does he go like this before he throws his jab? Does he go like that, leave his head up there? Read him, right? And then when I'm ready to do my thing, I'm just gonna switch the stance. And I remember, dude, so this is my right leg, and the dude wanted to be fancy. Oh, I'm gonna change stances on you. So once he changed, like right now, it looks like I'm southpaw, right? This is actually my left hand, not my right. He changed this stance. All this is open. I went, bass. He's like, oh, fuck. He never changed his fucking stance again. See what I mean? Like, if he was like this, like, okay, like, if he was like this, and I'm like this, I'm not flexible enough to kick him in the head. It's gonna hit the back of the shoulder. This move selection. And then you'll see me jab low times. I'm trying to get to an angle where he's gonna have the greatest hook kick in the world. Like say he's here, I'm not gonna come this way and go boom, like just out of nowhere. He's gonna kick me in the face. I'm gonna like try to like move. What am I doing? Move, read him, and then get over here to where he's like, what the fuck? Ugh. Then I'm gonna low jab right here, trying to get to a position where I'm safe and I could get him, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of foot position. It's a lot of are you open stance, are you close? But yeah, for your flat feet, somebody does Iraq MMA championship, but thing is, whenever you get more in weight, it gets more harder to move smoothly. Yeah, I bet, boss. I bet. You know, I know that a lot of people, like the wrestlers, could do it. The people I knew that love training to music, and they could deal with a shitty diet. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I was like 250, 260 pounds, like almost my whole life, unless I did something about it. I'm not a natural heavyweight. If I wanted to make money at this shit, I would have to get down to, what is it, middleweight, whatever 185 is. Okay, so what you do is, they tell you it takes like a year to slowly lose all that weight. I think you could do it faster. If I were to compete, I would have to live off of only tuna fish and take vitamins to replenish all the other nutrients I'm losing. Vitamins and minerals, because you're sweating a lot, right? You're not getting any carbs. Your body's gonna feel like shit. Eventually your body is gonna deal with it, dude. Your body's gonna go into what's called ketosis, where you're only burning fat and your body forgets what sugar is. And we had some people that they would call it a sugar rush. They would bring a lollipop or like a candy bar to practice, just enough sugar to get through training and to burn it off. That was their thing. What I would do is get my body into ketosis where I'm only eating like a can of tuna fish, like a 1 or 2 cans of tuna fish a day, maybe 3, maybe 4, depending on like if it gets so bad that I'm. And then remember, I drink a lot of caffeine, that has a lot of B vitamins and the energy drinks. It raises your metabolism. It fucks with your stomach. It's really acidic. So if my stomach is going, fuck you, I want food. Oh my god! Like if it's contracting violently from drinking coffee all day, what I would do to get rid of that pain and not know it's there is I would smoke a lot of fucking weed, dude. Indica weed. Like this is a tangent, but smoking indica marijuana, I was able to drink so much fucking caffeine and so much booze and not feel the effects of a hangover or gagging or my stomach contracting violently to get through factory work, to try to go fuck chicks, all that shit. I'll read your comment in a minute. So for me to lose all that weight, I'd have to get into ketosis, a ketogenic diet, only eat like tuna fish, take like small shots of olive oil for fat, because only eating lean meat will give you something called rabbit starvation. You can look that up. So you need some fat. You need ketogenic. You don't need sugar at all, but you do need some fat. Okay. Tuna fish, sometimes shots of olive oil, taking a shitload of vitamins and minerals like magnesium, because like magnesium and potassium, because you can't drink Gatorade. I think Gatorade sucks. It doesn't really work. Better than bubble guts. Sardines. Yeah, you're smart as fuck, because sardines have more fat. I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I like, my body will lie to myself and say tuna fish is chicken. It's like I'm heterosexual as fuck, but I never liked eating pussy, you know? Like, I don't like fish. I do like fucking whatever. Who cares about me? What's that called? Chicks around here are sluts as fuck anyway. You can't really afford to eat twat, dude. So my brain would lie to myself and say it's chicken and not tuna fish. And the kicker here is I really, really liked music. I can jog, like, not now, but I can jog an hour. I used to be able to jog 2 hours and 10 minutes to listening to music, man. And that shit, I have Dupuytren's contracture like all over my body. Your muscles pull. Like I got to the point where my stamina would have been so fucking awesome. My shoulders never burned anymore. My quads never burned anymore, but they would pull instead. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore you. When I was a kid, I couldn't imagine how anybody could run so many miles, or Rockies doing like 50 reps of lateral raises. Well, with the power of fucking music and shit, which I would argue is using occultic energy, I got rid of my shit. I had like no lactic acid anymore. Now I do. I'm not ashamed for being skinny, but I got to the point where I didn't get the lactic acid burn no more. My muscles would pull instead. Somebody goes, nobody likes them. You just have to do it. Yeah, I think he's talking about. Eating twat. A lot of the chicks I knew, man, they didn't really care about that shit. Like, just eating twat to being a nice guy, so you spare them the work to grow a wooder, dude. Yeah, TMI. Yeah, that's a tangent and a half. The only, whatever. Talk about. So yeah, losing a bunch of weight to get into a better. And then here's a grand ticker, man. You do lose strength when you lose weight naturally, but here's the thing, man. So I weigh probably 205 pounds right now, and if I got down to 189-ish, and I'm still bent rowing, I'm still barbell rowing 225. I'm gonna figure I'm pretty fucking strong for that weight class, you know? There's not a lot of other dudes that have the discipline, because, dude, there's so many dudes with more balls than me, dude. I've seen, like, guys that just want to fight, man. They're too fat for their weight class. They don't train very much. They don't care about diet or aesthetics. They just want to get in there and fight, dude. And a lot of those guys, they don't care. They just want to fight. They don't care they get used. Those were the dudes that my friends' coaches would get my friends to fighting. What I mean by that is, okay, let me tell you, like, I saw my one of the coach that I was saying earlier, who liked to use a bear hug as a finishing move. He had a kickboxing match against a dude that was 6'7", like 300 fucking pounds. Like, don't ask me. I don't like if it was super heavyweight or if they had a weight allowance or don't ask me. But the coach that liked the bear hug, he was in the Marines, right? So he's only like 6 feet tall, 5'11" and a half. He's way more athletic than the guy who was 6'7". The guy who was 6'7" was really fat and really slow. And there's not a lot of big guys that love fighting. That's usually a Napoleon complex thing. But that big dude just wanted to get in there and fight. But he was loppy. For being that big, he was loppy, he was sloppy. And our coach, the Marine who liked to do bear hugs, he's not going to bear hug that guy. It was a kickboxing match. He was so much more athletic. Just so much more athletic. So he won easily. I had a fat fucking douchebag friend who used to only fight to try to impress pussy. And he was a fucking lop, dude, but he had good cardio for being a lop. He never drank or smoked very much. And his coach would find him dudes that were just so fucking pitifully unathletic. So a lot of it to raise your fight record is to have a coach that cherry picks your opponents, you know? Like, so imagine, man, because let's say I have the look and I'm all buff and I could sell tickets, right? So they look at me like, this dude could sell tickets, man. He could do spinning back kicks. We want to use him for a highlight. So they'll hide all the people who can really whoop my ass, and they'll find some dude. Hey man, you could do it. Yeah, man, fucking, you could take on Nacho. Yeah. So they imagine I get down to 189 pounds. I walked at like 250, 260 pounds, like almost my whole life. And I know the amateurs, you have to fight the same day you weigh in. But in the professionals, I don't know what league. I don't know exactly what leagues. Like the fights you see on TV, guaranteed they weigh in and they fight the next day. Do you know how much weight you can gain in a fucking day? So, I mean, if it was on TV, let's say I was good enough to fight on TV, right? I weigh in at like 185 pounds. I go to a buffet immediately after. And all I do is eat and sleep. I guarantee you, dude, I go into the cage at like 215 or 220 fucking pounds. Gaining all your muscle, all your weight back. You're rehydrated. You got your electrolytes back in. And you got a good sleep. If you can deal with the butterflies of fighting, you know, you're ready to whoop some fucking ass. And imagine the other guy, he's still 185 pounds. Like, I'm not saying short dudes can't win fights. I'm saying, like, I'm used to, you know, I'm used to like, oh, I deadlift 360 pounds I have a bad back. Like, that's it? You know, oh, I'm sorry. Deadlifting like 430 pounds. Barbell rowing like 275 for reps, right? Benching like 225 for reps. So I get down to 185 pounds. I'm still relatively rowing like 225 for reps. I'm still like leg pressing a fucking 1,000 pounds, right? And now they convince some poor schmuck who naturally weighs 185. Like, this poor schmuck has the frame that he should have dieted down to like 165 or 145 or some shit like that. And the poor schmuck, dude, they convinced him to get in the cage with an asshole like me. I get an underhook on him. He's lifted fucking all the way off the ground, dude. Like, he's trying to reach me. I'm jabbing him in the face at will. He finally gets inside and grabs me. I get a fucking underhook on him. He's picked up off the fucking ground. I pick him up and just slam him, dude. Like, it's sad. It's sad. And it comes from having the temperament. In my opinion, I'm sure a coach would agree with me, a professional coach would agree with me. It comes from having the temperament of loving that sauna, loving that treadmill, and loving that, and being able to deal with that ketogenic diet. So a fucking schmuck like me, who's supposed to be like, if I live like a normal human being and got a burger and fry every day after work and let myself, I've been drinking a lot of beer actually, all that good shit. And I'm like, oh, 230, 250 pounds, but I have the discipline to retain most of that strength and get down to 185. And that the guy I'm fighting is just some regular dude he like should lose some weight and not be 185. He better be a great tactician. He better be like a jiu-jitsu purple belt, you know what I mean? Because I don't really give a fuck, dude, like how much like Muay Thai or fucking kickboxing experience he has. My point karate should win. That's a horrific reach advantage, dude. I'm 6'1", dude. With 6'1", getting to 185 pounds, that's like fucking goddamn Sean O'Malley, dude. That's just like that's like you could stay a mile away and jab and jab and jab and jab and jab, run away and jab and jab. Oh, there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. Let me try something fancy. Cross, hook, back, leg kick, spinning kick, kick to the chest. Like ding, ding, ding. Oh, okay, time to catch my breath and do that fucking shenanigans again. That's cheating. That's why, like, I don't claim to be a fighter. I'm a martial artist, dude. It's a game. A real fight is like you're at a bar and you wore the wrong t-shirt, you said the wrong words, and somebody wants to break a bottle open and stab you with it, and all his friends are there. That's a fight, dude. A fight is like some dude has the balls to fight you in a parking lot with no time limit. And you're wearing sandals and he has sneakers on. Like, that's a fight, dude. You walked into a problem, dude. But being a douchebag that wants to impress chicks, that watch too many Rocky movies so that you could deal with the ketogenic diet, and you love the treadmill and you love the sauna because you can just sit there and you have ADHD like I do, and you can sit there and just daydream while you're jogging or sitting in the fucking sauna, and you have a coach that has your back and cherry picks you. I'm always caught so like you're a wild stallion and they find you some schmuck that works at GameStop and they convince that he could be a fighter, and he's like, I'm not saying short dudes can't win fights. If he has blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if he had like you see Big Country, what's his name? Big Country, I forget his name right now. He was a heavyweight that should have been a middleweight. He was too fat. He was fucking too fat to be a heavyweight or a Big Country Roy Nelson. They always was like, this dude should just have the discipline to lose weight and go smash like 185ers, dude. But he didn't care, dude. He likes pizza, he likes beer, he's not losing weight for anybody. He just likes to fight. He had a great overhand right, and he still won fights. Those guys exist. They don't give a fuck, dude. They're not going to modify their diet. They just love to fight. So you get some prima donna fucking douchebag like me who can sell tickets because I'm tall and buff and I could do spinning kicks and shit. And they see dollar signs behind it. So they get me on a ketogenic diet. And I'm like supposed to be 250 pounds on a regular American ethos, but I somehow get down to 185, and the poor schmuck I'm fighting, they convinced this poor schmuck that he can whoop my ass, he has a chance, or he just loves to fight anyway. And he's like 185 pounds, and he's only like 5'7", 5'9". All I have to do is stay on the outside and jab, run away, jab, run away, jab, run away, jab, run away, jab, side kick, run away. Oh, well, looky there. The time clock says there's only 30 seconds left. Okay, now I'm gonna take a risk. Now I'm gonna run and do a flying kick at him. Now I'm gonna do a spinning kick. Now I'm gonna try, this is Sparta. I'm gonna try to kick him in the chest. I'm gonna let my right hand go. And then by the time he has an answer for it, like ding, 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 and then all the crowd saw was the taller, buffer guy doing movie star shit. That's a fucking douchebag, dude. It's not a fight, dude. It's a game. That's cheating. You guys get the point. So, okay, I gotta warm up again, but I've been looking at the Soviet style. I'm gonna look like shit. They bounce in, they bounce out. They bounce in with their 1-2, they bounce out. They bounce in with maybe a feint, they bounce out. And I notice like the amateurs, they do their right hand like this. And I'm gonna show you how I was trained to do a right hand to put power into it, okay? So let me try to mimic that other style. It's gonna look like shit. You'll see I was off my back foot a lot. My friend Javi would call that the Vitor Belfort. So I don't have that style. My style is, watch, my back foot's gonna be completely flat, and I'm using my jab like a fencer sword. I'm pushing off this back leg like a squat, and I'm trying to thrust this jab. So I'm pushing, it's using these muscles and shit. It's using those muscles and shit. And here's a little tangent, guys. This is a really good exercise for martial arts. A sumo deadlift, or you can just do a sumo deadlift with a dumbbell, a heavy dumbbell, one arm or some shit, so you could spread your legs out more. And here, watch, like this. So it would be a dumbbell like that, right? And you're not pressing the floor down. You're pressing the floor apart. You know what I mean? Like imagine there's two rugs right here. You would scoot them like that, and you would fall. Like you're pressing. I'm pushing out. I'm not pressing up and down. And that will help with your horse stance, like in karate. The horse stance, I was really good at the horse stances because I'm not fighting gravity up, I'm pressing back. So it helps. I'm going that jab, and I'm flat-footed. I do that. I actually had to reinvent my style after I tore this Achilles. So you see how I'm using my jab as a fencer sword. And then once in a while, I will fake that right hand. I'll turn my body. I'm trying to make him start to worry about this hand or anticipate it. And then, so I'm pushing off, and then I go like this. I no longer need to push off. I'm hoping he comes in the range, and all I have to do is turn my body, and it's going to be power behind my lead hand. And then I use like a long guard, like whenever they do attack, a lot of times they hit my forearms. There's no answer. Like a sharper skill is actually being able to like slip or block. There's an answer, right? Slip, there's an answer, right? I don't do that shit. Like this kind of blocking, I don't do that shit. I block like there's no answer. But this is a safe block. This is safe because it's harder to get around. It's a cross block. But there's generally there's somewhat of an answer like from here because then I can pump. That's not a lot of power though. Like if you this kind of cross block, you can still fire a jab. This kind of this cross block, you have no answer. I would sometimes go like this and try to pat down their lead hand. So I would kind of come in like this and try to pat down their lead hand and come like that at the same time. So it's like you're pushing this one down and trying to hit at the same time. That's the only answer I could think of. There was one boxer and call it the elephant, the elephant guard. People would make fun of whatever. There's only one boxer in the black and white era that so this one right here, I'm sure I know I've gotten uppercutted through it before, but in my opinion, there's nothing you're gonna throw at my face that's gonna hit it. So the weakness of that is my rib right here is barely being protected. If I do it the other way, this rib is fucking protected. I decently have a jab, but I have to worry more about. I have to worry more about that. So every guard has an opening somewhere. So if I cross block like how I usually do like this, so right there, I defended an overhand, but now my rib is open. And you can, so like, boom, okay, that didn't do anything. So you fake it again and you look high and you come boom low. Oh, you just got me. You just got me. If you got me in the rib, that's gonna suck. So every guard has a weakness, but I'm spoiled. I'm usually the taller dude. All I have to do is step back and put my arms up like that, and I'm usually they're gonna hit something off my forearms or my glove. It's like a long guard. So it's like very ghetto and it's very sloppy. Like, so that's why you guys see me like boom, boom, and then if I don't move back right away, I'll just kind of put my arms up like this, like. And then right there, if I went like this and you're a wrestler, you're gonna time that and drop levels and shoot. Somebody's the people at my gym are insufferable. And in Southern California, dude, it's crazy. Fucking Marvin Cook was here yesterday, dude. Fucking, he was like right there doing lateral pull downs. Marvin Cook is like a leading a boxing guru that shows how boxers could beat Muay Thai guys. Constantly attacking while you're angling off, because Muay Thai dudes, they generally always do this huge giddy up step before they kick. It's not my style, I won't look good at it, but I'll show you what I mean. They do like a huge giddy up. You see how there's a wind up there, but karate, they have less of a wind-up because their stance is so wide anyway. Let me try to mimic that, because I don't generally throw high kicks anymore like that. But Mirko Crow Cop had a kick kind of like that. He didn't use that stance, but if I fought Mirko Crow Cop, I'd be scared to fucking death. The reason being is, okay, remember the camera's mirrored. Here's me, okay? Mirko Crow Cop. I know the camera's mirrored, so it's hard. It's confusing. Mirko Crow Cop is a southpaw. I'm an orthodox, okay? Mirko Crow Cop, his left leg, his right leg hospital, left leg cemetery. His left leg, like I just did that kick, comes straight up. It doesn't come up and over like Muay Thai and shit. It comes straight up, like bass, right? So Mirko Crow Cop, his leg is loaded all right here. Remember I was saying earlier that if you usually kick him, if you try to hit me, your leg, whatever leg's right there, you're more than likely gonna hit me in the back or the shoulder. Like not many people are flexible enough to take that risk to come way up and then like way up and down. You're more likely gonna hit in the back. It's not gonna do shit. But Mirko Crow Cop's power leg is right fucking there. And what I used to do to southpaws, right? I'm always circling. Imagine you're a southpaw because the camera's mirrored. So I'm coming here and patting that hand down and hitting you. Fucking with that hand and hitting you. Fucking with that hand, hitting you. You're getting my foot outside of your foot so that this hand is right on line to get you. Whereas a basic thing about beating southpaws or southpaws beating orthodox is your front foot. As you guys know that do martial arts, your front foot should be on the outside of their lead foot so that your rear hand is on line and their rear hand isn't really on line. They have to twist way more. The power, like it's just like if you're way over there and I try to right hand you, there's no power. But if you moved right here, look how much rotation I get. But if you went that way, oh, what the fuck? It's awkward. It's very hard. It's very risky to land your rear hand on a open stance. Open stance means it's a southpaw versus an orthodox, right? I would sometimes, you could still jab though. I would move in and make them think I'm stupid, and I would jab them, and then I would move back out and circle. So I would move into their danger zone and make them go, "Oh, this guy's stupid," and then I wouldn't be throwing this hand to run into it. I'd move into the danger zone and do like a backhand jab, just to land a point, piss them off, and try to get them to come forward. What the fuck? I can't do that with a guy like fucking Mirko Crow Cop, dude, because that fucking kick is coming. He's my height and shit, dude. Like, oh fuck, I'd be scared shitless of fucking fighting Mirko Crow Cop, dude. The only thing with Mirko Crow Cop, I'm going to be so predictable because I'm going to constantly be moving to this side to try to avoid his left hand and his left leg. Like, oh god, oh fuck. So it's going to be predictable. It's going to be so predictable that all I have is this jab and running away. All I have is this lead, like a lead, some kind of lead overhand, which doesn't have a lot of power unless you, like, again, turn your fucking whole body, then throw it. Trying to clear, so that would be his shoulder, or trying to come over it, right? So, and then leg kicks, like, so I'll come in here and try to kick his low leg. Fuck no, dude. He's got harder shins than me and shit, dude. Like, the only thing I could think of, I was forced to fight that dude, hopefully getting paid for it because I'm going to the fucking hospital, is moving to the side, jabbing, running. Moving to the side, jabbing, running. Moving to the side, trying to jab low, run. Over and over and over and over. Then when there's like 30 seconds left on the clock, that's how I roll. Trying to eventually, oh, I hope that works. You know, like trying to like step to the side. You know what he's gonna do? He's just gonna cut me off. Like, fuck, start over. Fuck, start over. Fuck, start. Until I'm backed into a fucking corner. That would suck. A dude like Miracle Crow Cop could take my life, dude. And I just hope I don't break my fucking nose, dude. That kick is coming. Because everything here is hard to defend. Everything coming here is easy. If you try to do an overhand right to me, or that would be, I just kind of have to go like that. I can protect my rib, guess, I don't know what's just coming up or down, and just kind of roll with it and get back. But if something's coming here, oh fuck, what the fuck? Because it's harder, it's way harder to anticipate that and go, I guess you're supposed to go like block, hook, it's not my style. It's like block, jab. I have a good up jab. I have a decent like lead uppercut, so I don't really throw hooks. I do straights, so it's really hard to like. It's a lot harder to anticipate that coming. Boom. Usually, what happens is when you get surprised, you're like, oh fuck. And I got a bad habit of closing my eyes unless I'm sparring every day. I'm mimicking being realistic as possible. So what happens is they're eventually gonna, your instincts can't help it. They're gonna do it again, and then they're gonna go low. And then if you're not knocked out, you don't know what, that happens. You can see that shit happening where Maurice Smith beat Mark Coleman like that. Mark Coleman went to block low, all exhausted. Boom, he got nailed right in the face. So fighting's like really that common sense. All you really need is like a jab cross hook, or like a jab, like I do like more like a jab cross and like an upper jab to get the fuck back out, whatever. Like jab cross hook at different angles. Like you gonna jab high or low? Jab high or cross low, right? Jab high, cross low, hook. You like lots of, they see that hook, dude? I just guarded my face. Like it's like an escape plan. It's all closing the distance, executing your move, and escape plan. Either the escape plan is slipping, rolling, or the most basic one. Let's say I close the distance, execute 1-2, and block. Get ready for whatever you're gonna do next. If I want to stay in the pocket, it's never like boom, you're gonna get hit. And if you throw, you're supposed to throw your combos like 1, 2, 3, like that, like that's safe, and then get the fuck out or block. Because if you're sitting there like the guy's gonna go boss. He's gonna like keep his eyes open, watch you. You're staying in the pocket too long. You have to have an escape plan. Now, if the dude is exhausted, you take the risk he's exhausted or he's hurt, and you use him as a punching bag to finish the job, you know? That's different. A lot of times I'd see Fedor, he hits their guard, dude. They're sitting here like this, and he's still fucking hitting them on the guard, dude. It looks good to the judges. I would probably roll my wrist. Every time I started hitting guard, the guy's like, I'm only hitting their shell. I back off. I'm not gonna waste the energy, and I need them to kind of come at me, dude. Like I need them to open up. I hit people with this a lot. They go like this, and that's technically a pull counter. But yeah, you really only need like jab, cross, hook at different levels. So it's like jab, you're showing the jab, you jab low, escape plan, cover, move back, whatever, right? And remember, if you're the shorter dude, you might not want to be moving back all the time. You're the one that has to close the distance on me. And if you're a shorter, stockier dude and you have some wrestling, I'm in trouble, because when you close the distance, you can also take me down, and I'm not really a good wrestler yet. So you don't always know what your opponent is capable of. But and Gabriel Varga will tell you, if the weight class is the same, generally the shorter dude, not always, is the stronger guy. He's more compact, and the other guy's more lanky. I'm tall and lanky, kind of. That's why I can't bench press 300 pounds and shit. I'm 6'1". I got a short torso and long ass limbs. It's not really ideal for weightlifting. Yeah, shit like that. So I think like if I were to a dude like me with my style, I was saying something else. I can't remember. I think a dude like me with my style, if the dude has that Olympic style of juke in, juke out. I couldn't do it. It looked like shit. You saw that, right? It's not in me. Like juke in, he's juking in, juking out. Depending on how tall he is, I'm gonna start hiding under his hits, trying to take them on the forehead, and I'm trying to like use this momentum to come up with my upper jab. Basically you saw that, right? Like, so he was doing that bounce in, bounce out like this a lot, like this. So I'm gonna try to take that shit on the top of my head. If you get hit on the top of the head, it don't work, it don't hurt. I got away with that shit a lot till some dude had uppercuts. Picture your head up in the air. Boom, boom, right? That's a popular combo from Mike Tyson. He picks your head up and 2 punches equal 1. Boom, boom. So that's fucking bad news. So I was trying to get underneath his shit, pick him up and back and get his head in the air with my upper jab, and finish it. Oh, and then the right hand that I do, instead of doing it like this, I was taught to do it like this. Like, you'll notice that it's wrong. If you pick your arm up and go like that, it's more powerful, but they see it coming. Once they see that coming. So it starts from here, and then at the same time, I'm moving my head off a line. I'm moving my head offline. So it's the best of both worlds, because boom, that's fast. It doesn't have a lot of power. That's a lot of power, but you see it coming from far away. So here, it's loose, and then hard. And then check it out, I moved my head off a line. So all this shit, my chin and everything is protected, and my head is off the line. The only way that they could counter that shit is if they timed it and they kicked me in the face or some shit. So you get the point. And then like, look, it's like the whole body turn, almost like almost even your own eyes. Sometimes you have to use your peripherals. So I went at you like this, completely like that. So like it's right now I can only see like your from your belly button to your fucking chest. And I'll read your comment in a minute. When I would spar anybody, but especially scary dudes, I don't really make eye contact. I look right here. It's a job. You're not thinking about the outcome. You have a task. You're a task. You're not a person. And you're looking at the center mass, and you're walking because the center mass will tell you where their feet is placed, and you have to kind of use your peripherals to gauge where their arms, what limbs are about to come at you, and it's not bad that when you're going to make your target to actually look where it's going to go. So the last moment, I'm looking up the head to try to have high-handed eye coordination. So that's not bad. And you can also use eye contact as an offensive move. So I'm looking at you high and I go low. I'm looking at you high, I go low. I'm looking low and I go high. Even with kicks. Somebody wrote, the earthquake is and Israel is coming, Ezekiel 38. Yeah, who knows, man? I would me personally, I'm not the most brilliant guy. I wanna learn what Bible prophecy was to the old saints. Like I don't like, okay, you guys, I don't know how old you are, but I'm old enough to watch all the televangelists and hear the new prophecy and some sermon about how Gog and Magog and Ezekiel's war, and how something in Revelation means something about America, and then a lot of these prophets or a lot of these preachers were wrong, and the rapture like didn't happen on their timeline, or like this. I'm just making this, like Hillary Clinton wasn't the beast after all, or this certain politician died. They're obviously not the Antichrist. And then they come up with stupid things like, well, Nostradamus said there's going to be 3 Antichrists. I'm like, Edward Casey said this too, and they make some vague generality. I would rather consult I trust Eastern Orthodoxy the most. I would, whatever your pastor, what Ezekiel 38, whatever, I would YouTube, what does Orthodoxy say about Ezekiel 38? Because, like, if they do know, it's because some ancient saint who probably got his tongue ripped out of his head, he probably got his hand cut off, he probably got burned to the stake, right? He probably got killed for believing in Jesus, right? I want to see what he said about this stuff. I don't trust anything Protestant anymore, guys. Like, I'm American, and Protestantism is our main country, and there's a lot of good people who have a good grasp of, like, oh, I need to conform my will to what the Bible says, right? But remember, guys, there's like dozens of thousands of different Protestant denominations whoever founded these, the Amish and the Seventh-day Adventists and the Pentecostals and the Baptists and the Methodists and the Calvinists and the Lutherans, and it goes on and on and on, the non-denominationals, it goes on and on and on and on. They all say they have a divine revelation of what the scriptures told them. They all differ. So the Holy Spirit is telling these different people a different word. And then they make excuses. Well, oh, Pastor Billy Bob or that person just has a different discernment or a different take or a different gift. It fluctuates. It's malleable. I want to know what and then they tell you tradition is bad, like libtards. I want to know what the historical tradition of the church said. Like, what were they saying for thousands of years that this biblical passage meant before Pastor Billy Bob or Greg Laurie or whatever is saying something slightly different? That's my take on it, guys. I don't really because the reason why I trust Eastern Orthodoxy the most, this is only anecdotal. So I'm a heavy metal head, right? I grew up in the 90s where heavy metal was going extinct to like rap music and grunge and shit, alternative. And heavy metal, like there's death metal, there's speed metal, there's thrash metal, there's black metal, there's all this stupid shit. Well, original heavy metal doesn't need a book to tell you what it is. Like, my generation gets it. Like you could just get it. Like old Metallica, old Slayer, old Iron Maiden, old Judas Priest. Like in the 80s, from the early 90s, before the band started changing to adapt to grunge, that was heavy metal. It was exciting. It had a really cool intro, and then it took you on a chorus, a crescendo, a lead guitar solo, then a dual harmony octaves, and then it came back to the song, and then it faded away with a grand exit. It was like epic. It was trying to be the most epic, adrenaline-filled music. And then when music started changing, everybody who has naturally grown up with that music was like, fuck, this shit sucks now, right? So keep that in mind, right? Orthodoxy tries to stick to the first 1,000 years of Christianity as much as possible. They refuse to deviate from what the first desert fathers said, from what St. Paul said, to what St. Ignatius of Antioch was doing, the first Nicene Creed. I get that. I respect it so freaking much because I get it. As a metalhead, when times change and we're like, that sucks. And then people are trying to be progressive and like these black metal and death metal and whatever the fuck new shit. Like I'm not just, I saw Slipknot, dude. They're fucking crazy, dude. Slayer changed. Metallica changed. It's no longer real heavy metal, right? I'm telling you, I mean, to each their own, to each their, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I understand philosophy talks about, like, what's that called? Ethics and ethics and symmetry, or like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and whatever, you can't really judge metaphysical things like taste in music and shit, but I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, metalheads around my age know the music scene changed and they refuse to adapt. They refuse to conform. They all still listen to the first 3 or 5 albums of Metallica and nothing else. They all listen to the first 5 or 6 albums of Slayer and nothing else. It changed and they don't like it no more. I get it. And they don't need a heavy metal Bible. They don't need a sola fide. It's a tradition. And only few people get it. When you try to tell people who listen to Slipknot, okay, it's in the metal family, but it's not heavy metal. It's tougher than your music, dude. It's like, it doesn't have lead guitar. It's like all they do is hit the first 3 strings, dude. It doesn't have lead guitar. Like, what you? They tell old fogies like me, what you listen to sucks. It's not demonic enough, dude. It's like what you're listening to has no fucking lead guitar. They can't comprehend how they don't have any fucking lead guitar, dude, in their fucking music, bro. They took it out. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I can't really explain it. Protestantism and Vatican II or whatever, Catholicism and shit, they took out the original essence of Christianity, bro. I'm admonishing you, unless you want to be these Protestants that know that's out there and they know that argument against their shit is pretty fucking valid, but they love LARPing in their world of, oh dude, did you hear what Hal Lindsey said? And oh, aliens, and oh dude, like everybody is their own kings and priests, they're their own theologian, and they read the Bible for themselves and they come with some new conjecture that sounds cool, and they like to scare each other with this end time stuff. Oh dude, like I heard the rapture might be coming like next Wednesday, and oh dude, like you know those man-eating horses that come out of the abyss, dude? Well, Pastor Billy Bob said that, like they love living in that world of like horror movie fandom, and that everybody's their own kings and priests and their own prophet and shit. If they want to stick in their shit because it's more interesting, they have a right to do it. But if you really love truth and you really want to know what all that shit was about, I personally would trust whatever Eastern Orthodoxy says, because they're stubborn, they hate change, and they're all about sticking to or figuring out what was the first 1,000 years of Christendom, dude. They don't like change. And that's why whatever biblical or Christian woo-woo, or even if you don't believe in Christianity, guys, even if you're an atheist, I want to admonish you that, okay, so we live in a Christian paradigm, right? Like, a lot of things we think are right or wrong are also in the Bible. That's not really an accident, because in ancient Rome, before Christianity pervaded, like if you owed taxes or you broke the law and you weren't some Roman citizen or some shit, you were just a subject, your wife and kids are getting sold into slavery and you're getting thrown in a dungeon, man. You can file bankruptcy now, dude. After 7 years of debt, it gets automatically relieved. These are all like biblical paradigmic constructs, bro. You technically live in a Christian world. By default, the Muslims aren't going to hear that you're an atheist. The Jews, they're going to call you a fucking goy anyways. So just being born in the West, you're Christian by default, whether you believe there's a God or not. It's just the paradigm that we operate on. Well, technically it's going away, you know? But, so even if you're atheist, I'm not trying to tell you to be religious. What I'm trying to say is, you live in a country where there's a lot of evangelical Protestants, and they think that, like, in their rationale, your grocery bill being high as fuck, the gas prices being high as fuck, saying anything bad about Israel, questioning what we're doing in the Middle East, getting our kids' arms and legs blown out. How old are you guys? Do you know there's going to be a draft soon? Occam's razor, guys. World War III is pretty fucking imminent. You're getting drafted for fucking little old Israel. And I want you guys to know that the evangelical Protestants saying that that's a good thing because, the Israel's God's chosen people, we need to suffer for Christ. And these evangelical fucking idiots that turn you off to the Bible, claiming they have a monopoly on Jesus, is the fucking reason why our shit's going to fucking down the toilet. Because we're in an evangelical Protestant country, and we have to operate by their paradigms. Trump thinks he's doing a good thing by sucking Israel's dick, because supposedly it's all in the Bible, and we are supposed to help God's chosen people. So even if you're atheist, I want you to know that the original, even if Christianity, hypothetically, right or wrong, okay, we live in a Christian country. So if these fucking goddamn fucking hillbilly fucking Zionist fucking Protestant rednecks are gonna get us all killed because they believe that sucking Israel's dick is biblical, I'm sorry I cuss a lot, guys. I can't help it, or else I'm gonna talk way too slow. So if you're a Christian and you don't think I'm a Christian or something because I cuss a lot, just know I come from the gutter, dude. I can't help it, man. I don't have enough synonyms to be intelligent, bro. You atheists out there, dude, just telling these Christians that if you're gonna operate off this paradigm of Christianity, that Eastern Orthodoxy, and to a large proxy, traditional Latin Mass, or whatever set of a contest is, right? That they're actually the real Christian faith. If you're gonna believe in the biblical God, well, if you're Protestant, you're fucking up, dude. Sola fide is a fucking heresy. We're saved by faith alone. Well, whether you believe in God or not, in James 2:24, it says the exact opposite. It says you're justified by your works and not by faith alone. St. Paul said we're faith, and dude, it's out of my realm. Just fucking know that for thousands of years, people were fucking Catholic or they were Orthodox, and your Protestant invention with no martyr blood, with no purported miracles, with no power to do exorcisms and shit. There's an even secular credulity in phenomena called exorcisms, or people. I showed one, the position of Maurice Therio. You can't fake that, guys. I admonish you to watch the possession of Maurice Therio. There's not a magician in the world that can fake what the fuck he's doing. This is before CGI and AI and shit. Okay? So if we're gonna live in a Christian country, I just want everyone to know that evangelical Protestantism is Zionist horseshit, and it's gonna get us all fucking killed. It's already slowly killing us with the economic inflation. So I'm not here to preach Christianity to you guys. I'm here to admonish you that I'm not saying this is a Christian country. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm trying to convert you to freedom, dude. I'm trying to convert you to the right of self-expression and the right to free speech and the right to own weapons to defend yourself or to force your country to fucking care about what you care about. Did you see recently they asked Trump about the economic shit going on? How much expensive shit is? He goes, oh, I don't really care about that. All I care is Iran don't have a nuclear bomb. That's just the ruse. If Iran gets a nuclear bomb, we're pissing them off. And why, dude? John F. Kennedy even said, and he got clapped for it, obviously. He's like, why are we gonna remove all the indigenous people from Palestine, who are also Jews, Muslims, Christians? Why are we gonna make them fucking leave for Israel? Because it's supposedly some Bible fucking prophecy? That's an evangelical Protestant construct. Let me tell you guys, if Protestants are telling you that it's in the Bible that we need to fucking suck off the Jews and vacate everybody else, and Iran can't get a nuke or they're gonna hurt Israel. Dude, it's Israel's fucking fault. They're dropping white phosphorus bombs on fucking Arab schoolgirls, dude. That's their fucking problem, guys. That's a family affair that we don't need to fucking bleed over. Dude, you can make the Bible say whatever you want. Okay. Like, for example, you can contrive your own agenda out of any horseshit, guys. Like, for example, I was reading a fitness article. I'm sorry, all my shit's anecdotal. I don't have the proof with me. I was reading a fitness article about how, okay, there used to be a supplement called CLA, Charlie Lima Alpha, right? I don't know what that is. All I know, it helps you burn fat. Well, it's in a lot of fat, right? Like fatty foods the article has CLA. McDonald's is pretty fattening. So you could fool somebody by telling them eating McDonald's will help you lose weight. Because at the time, whatever ingredient they're having and whatever dish they had a lot of CLA. See how you can make, in the wrong hands, you can make the Bible say whatever the fuck you want, dude. That's why I would trust, like, if you believe in the Bible or if you don't believe in God. Like, if you're gonna consult the Christian, if you believe in God, I admonish you to see what Eastern Orthodoxy has to say about this, because they're the ones trying the hardest to stay to the original script. And if you don't believe in God, I want to admonish you to throw Eastern Orthodoxy and traditional Latin Mass and stuff. I think Eastern Orthodoxy is, like, they have more apology. I showed a channel, Vatican Catholic. They don't believe in the current Vatican, but they debunk Protestantism very, very well. That if you're gonna believe in this, if you want to believe it's bullshit, that's your prerogative. The Protestantism's fucking wrong, dude. If you're gonna try to be Christian, you can believe Christianity is this LARPing cult of Trekkie nerds. Well, if you're atheist, I want you to throw in Protestants' face that Eastern Orthodoxy is the real fucking religion. They're the real religion of Christianity. To make them, there's nowhere in Eastern Orthodoxy or traditional, even current Catholicism, that you exist to wipe Israel's ass, dude. I mean, The Jews spit on all Christians, dude. They literally, you can watch it. You can, a compilation of Jews spitting on Christians, dude. Protestants are Zionist cucks, dude. They're fucking cucks. It says in the Talmud that Mary's a whore and Jesus is bathing in fucking excrement in hell, dude. But Protestants don't hear that. They're like, oh, if the Jews only knew, well, we gotta cook out to the Jews to get that blessing that God told Abraham. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. The Zionism is getting us fucking killed, guys. And Netanyahu's on camera, on record, wanting to censor us, dude. The fucking Talmuds are the reason why political correctness and your social credit score and your freedom of speech is all gonna be imposed upon you to take a shit. It's just the fucking fact, guys. For this stupid, and if you don't have to believe in God. If you tell the Jews to their face, hey, you know Jesus said that, like he predicted 70 AD when the Romans came and smashed your shit. When you tell them like, hey, you know Jesus was the cornerstone that he raised. When you tell them, hey, dude, Christ is risen. They just spit at you, dude. They know that it's their God. They worship mammon. They're lying to themselves. They want to fuck off Jesus because they make a fucking universal living off of what Moses told them not to do. Usury. And if you talk shit on them, you're labeled a Nazi. That's shaming, dude. That's free speech shaming, dude. If I say Genghis Khan was a cool guy, Mao Zedong was a good guy, but I don't get flack. But if I'm like, hey, you know, maybe Mr. Adolf had a point in some retrospects, all of a sudden, I'm a social pariah. I'm not even fully fucking white, dude. I don't like aristocratic chomos telling me what to do with my fucking rights. And Jeffrey Epstein is an Ashkenazi piece of shit, just for your information. Somebody writes, the news did not spit on Christians. They spit on Christians, motherfucker. You're blind. You're lying to yourself, dude. You can watch a whole compilation of Jews spitting on Christians. What is the Talmud? Dude, why are you even here arguing for them? You don't even know your own plight. The Talmud says that for the Virgin Mary's a whore and that Jesus is baking his shit in hell, and you're a fucking goy. You're Gentile trash. You're meant to be subjugated under them, dude. You just love cooking out to them, dude. What is the Talmud? Now I know why Jay Dyer is always pissed off, dude. Go read what the Talmud is, dude. But here's the thing. When you go read the Talmud, you're going to go to your evangelical Protestant source that's going to have some bullshit cuck excuse. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I mean well, but if you're not going to take my word on it, and like, if you're not going to go research, go Google right now. Google or ChatGPT. Does the Talmud say Jesus is burning and shit in hell? Mary's a whore. And maybe Netanyahu changed it. Maybe he made ChatGPT get a fucking circumcision. I don't know. The Talmud and the Kabbalah are pagan ass fucking books that the apostate fucking synagogue of Satan that you call Israel fucking adheres to, bro. The Jews don't give a shit about following the Torah or whatever the fuck, bro. They look at us like shit. We're dying for them to own Palestine, bro. I'm the expert. You can, dude, go look up what the Talmud is, dude. You're asking me the same question over and over. The Talmud is a book that the Jews fucking read, bro. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. Why don't you go research it, dude? You're a Zoomer that was born with the internet in your hands. Madonna reads the Kabbalah, fucking like, I'm pretty sure Anton LaVey and Aleister Crowley like the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is not a Christian Jew. There's no such thing as Judeo fucking Christian, dude. The goddamn fucking Muslims are closer to conversion than the fucking Goy slayers, man. Guys, see how much power that right hand is by the way I lean into it, the way I was taught doing it, how boom, the elbow comes up as you're coming off a line. See, watch, I'll throw 3 conventional right hands, and then I'll throw 3 of mine. It's a more powerful and a more safe right hand. The only thing I could think of doing that right hand that would come bad and handy is if you were throwing it like this as I step back. So it would be basically running into a kick to the face. Some dude behind the camera was kind of mad dogging me because he's never done anything manly in his life. Watch this little exercise, guys. If you get to the punching bag and shit, and you don't have that much martial art experience, I'll show you like a little thing that you could do. Watch how I'm skipping and throwing that jab, and I'm skipping and like basically walking around the jab, like skipping, hit like jab, 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 cross, jab, 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 cross. Then I'll go the other way. Jab, 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 cross. It'll get you kind of used to throwing attacks while you're moving. And usually, or probably always, when you're throwing your rear hand, watch how I have to stop skipping and I have to plant on that foot. So you're skipping with the jab, and then when you finally throw your rear hand, yeah, you do. It looks like it's natural. You have to plant on that foot. Like I was saying yesterday's live, when you throw your power shots, you're taking a risk. It's just like you know, if you were in a Viking warfare and you're swinging a huge hammer or an axe, it's like this. You're really open. You're really open until now. They didn't counter it yet. They're fucked. There's nothing stopping that. Here's another little cool exercise. If you guys don't have that, for beginner, novice, or anything, cool exercise. I don't know if you guys ever played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for Nintendo. I'm really old. I don't know if they made any new versions. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, right? I would YouTube it what the fuck's about. But basically what Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was like, is like, you have, so you're you. I'm a big dude, right? And let's say I go like this. You know I'm gonna throw a hit. And then you duck, you go stomach, 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 hand, and then get back. Right? Or any combo you want. So I'm this big dude, right? It's a video game, right? Like a video game. And I go, like, let's say I go low, and you go, then you go high, 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 low. Like it's, but in real life, it would be like high, low, high, get out. Then it's just to warm up, because it's just a video game, right? But I'll give you the example. Let's say you go, you duck, you go stomach, 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 head, right? That's a good workout, but really it would be like like let's say you're like duck, it would be like stomach head or something like that. And like 1 2 3 or 1 2 get out, or 1 2 back away, see if they counter and counter. So I think it's really wise to do it like that. It would be like go low high or high low, like in succession. Sometimes you can boom, like just that can work too. But usually, boom, I'm already with the first hit and I'm guarding high. I give you an example. Here's one of Mike Tyson's combos, and I can't do it fast or anything, but he hits, moves out of the way. Like you gotta slip by inches, not by miles. So, and here's a little tidbit. I'm pretty sure I'm right that don't go breaking your hand and sue me, okay? If your hits are coming up, it's usually okay to try to land these knuckles, right? You're more likely gonna hit the face. It's softer. It's okay to hit with these knuckles. But if you anything that your wrist is coming this way, you want to hit with these two because you're more likely to hit the skull. And if you hit the skull with these two knuckles, it could break. So I think it's safe to come here. So he goes boom, he gets out of the way, and he goes with the same hand because he's fucking fast. When he slips, he goes gut, uppercut, hook. So it's like, ugh, like, so hits me in the gut. Your fucking guard goes down. Now you got uppercutted, so your head goes up, and then now you go hook. So that's usually common. Pick the head up at the same time. Boom, boom. So that's pretty bad. That's bad news. So honestly, sometimes I get bored and I'll play Mike Tyson Punch Out with myself. I'll imagine the big dude's gonna swing. I slipped, gut, head, and then cover, move back, whatever, right? But in a real life, it would be like, oh shit, you ducked. It would be like gut head, you know what I mean? It would be like 1 2, like it has to be. You have to fire it, fire that shit off, make 2 punches 1, boom, boom, right? Yesterday I was showing why the choppy step is better than just turning your back foot, because it mimics a realistic rhythm. If anybody cares what the fuck that is, or they missed it, go ahead and type like choppy step ? Now, I took a lot of hiatuses being a fat fuck, or only working out, only lifting weights, only running, doing pro wrestling. I've technically been doing martial arts since 1993. That sucked. I gotta warm up again. I swear to God, dude, fuckers are little dicks, dude. So guys looking at me like I'm an idiot. Like, it's like, dude, you play racquetball. But I had to do some left crosses. They're gonna be really sloppy because it's just for chiropractic reasons. Because I always throw my right hand. So I had to fucking shove my spine back in line. sometimes I look awkward because I'm used to like, I need the guy to come forward. That's my style. Like I'm like, oh, I'm running away. Oh, I don't really have what it takes. Oh, I need them to overcommit. So you'll see me move, cut a corner, and my footwork is really sloppy right now, but really nonchalant. And then I gotta look stupid by breaking the rhythm and then walk up to the bag and hit it. But generally, I'm into pelting them with jabs and trying to get them to run into my right hand. Piss them off with a bunch of jabs and make them run into my right hand. And if they stop engaging, if they get the point and they stay stagnant, I'm like, oh, cool, okay, well, I'm safe. They'll start like trying to march at me and not really commit, like keep their hands close. I'll just throw that jab forever. Boom, 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 run away. Boom, 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 run away. I fucked up there, almost tripped over my own lead foot. Either getting old or my left foot is fucked up as fuck, dude. It's like almost it's like 2 sizes bigger than my right leg. It's so big, like the toes are. I don't want to see it, but it's my excuse. And then I can tell one of my weaknesses when I'm throwing this right hand, I'm launching so much power into it that I'm only going like 3rd gear, 2nd gear. I'm throwing so much power in it, I'm there in the pocket way too long. So how would I fix that shit? Can't fix it, dude. You just better knock the guy out, dude. You better make it count, right? A lot of when I used to spar, they would try to time my right hand and time my right hand and shoot in on me, so I run into their shoot. So then it became a game. Leg power, you rock, bro. How you doing? Oh, hello. What's that called? Leg power. I mean, no, it was right hand. Oh yeah, it would be a war between. I'm gonna fake my right hand and try to sprawl on them, or they're gonna. Yeah, you get the point. Either they're gonna really shoot in on me and time that right hand right and take me down, or I fake the right hand and I sprawled. Or they faked the shoot and I sprawled on nothing. Oh fuck! Like that's pretty scary when you sprawl on nothing. You got to do a burpee really fast to get the fuck back up, dude. This guy's a stud. I think this guy hits harder than I do. I don't think he wants to be on camera, but he's way stockier than me. He would be a problem. He's younger too, more energy. So once in a while you get some real studs here. This guy could probably whoop my ass. I got kicks, so like if they're not used to kicks, I could probably kick their leg out from under them. Just stay away. pass. So leg power, let's see. My I don't do good Muay Thai kicks, but let's see. That was really off balance. Oh, and I got like one of the deadliest kicks in the world. Watch. I would never do that to a sparring partner. That low kick you see right there, that's a kneecap buster. So like, I never would do that move to a sparring partner. I never tried it in a fight, but your head's really far away and you're stomping in their kneecap. So that would only be like a life or death situation, you know? And see what I mean? Faking low and going high, or faking high and going low. It's really the name of the game. But yeah, homeboy here is pretty tough. I don't know. He hits harder than me. We're really square and blocking though. He looks like he weighs probably 220. That's why I want to get out of heavyweight. It's like, dude could probably kick my ass, but I was like, you're heavier than me, dude. Missed me with that shit, you know? I'm getting fat for the Lord, guys. Like, I like fasting. It has nothing to do with spirituality because I'm a douchebag. I don't make enough money for it no more. I was fasting my ass off because all I was eating was energy drinks and whiskey and weed. I lost a shitload of weight. And what's that now? Now, so I gotta go back to work this whole weekend. Yeah, it's Thursday, right? Fuck, I'm scared, dude. Hope I didn't miss work yesterday. It's Thursday, right? Holy shit. So anyways, I stay at some fucking burger joint, and to avoid loitering, like every hour I go by a fucking set. Dude, god damn, dude. Spicy chicken sandwich, man. It used to be $1.07 from like 1997 to like 2000 and fucking 10 or 13. $1.07 spicy chicken sandwich. It's fucking like $4.50 fucking cents. You guys see why I hate the fucking Jews? God damn it, man. So I sit at this restaurant. I try to organize the shit that I show on my The World Is Over news. And then I'm trying to study philosophy, and it's pretty hard. I'm pretty fucking stupid, dude. At least I have the self-awareness to know I'm pretty fucking dumb. But what did I say? So like when I'm at the restaurant studying Bible stuff, I'm getting fat, dude. Like I usually have a really chiseled face and shit now, dude. Looking like a bad guy from a fucking Clint Eastwood movie, like all fucking badass, dude. And I'm getting fat for the Lord. So you guys have to fast and pray, and you're getting all Chad as fuck for the Lord. I'm getting fat for the Lord, dude. Because I'm the opposite. I'm like such a fucking anathema, dude. Like when I fast, it's to like try to avoid heavyweight, getting all lean and sexy so I can bog on dudes in front of their chicks, right? When I'm getting fat, that means like, oh, I don't care about aesthetics or being badass. I'm trying to learn about Jesus. I'm such a fucking pariah, dude. I'm retarded. Oh yeah, but I think God wants me to stop being a Christian because I'm an asshole and I misrepresent him. So remember, guys, I'm not here trying to sell you religion. It's just a byproduct of freedom or something. Like, oh yeah. So the reason why I talk about religion so much is I want Protestantism to know that we don't have to be Zionist cucks, because Protestantism in a biblical paradigm, meaning like if you believe in the Bible or not, just going by that system of belief, well, Protestantism's wrong. I know that they think Catholics and Orthodox are vain idolaters, and the Catholic Church was so oppressive, and the Crusades were so bad. The Fourth Crusade was really bad. I know that they hate tradition like libtards, and you can't talk them out of being fucking wrong. But if we're gonna believe in the Bible, we don't have to die for Israel. And then I want people who don't give a fuck about the Bible to believe in the American belief of the right to self-expression, your right to pursue fucking happiness, as long as it's not killing people or taking their shit, right? Freedom of speech and owning fucking weapons, dude, and not having to fucking die for Israel, either directly in combat or slowly through economic fucking suffocation. I'm really passionate about that, really. And the only reason why I want you guys, like, I want you guys to watch the channels I admonish you to go watch. Other than that, I'm not gonna get big and famous. I'd only want to get big. I'm a hypocrite, dude. I'm a bad dude, man. I'm not really heroic. Because I wish I started getting popular. For this reason, I'll tell you what. The only reason why I wish I could get popular and famous and shit off of YouTube is so I could threaten the government to make me peacefully shut up. I would be like, hey, if you guys buy me like a Dodge Ram truck and give me like so many thousands of dollars to just move back home to my home state, I'll fuck off. I'll shut up, dude. Like, Jesus does not need me to fight for him. Uncle Sam knows that nobody's listening. I just fuck off. I honestly can't wait to fuck off. I can't wait to... the economy sucks so bad, dude. Like, I'm getting paid this weekend or tomorrow. It's fucking gone, man. Like, I'm trying to save money to go back home. Fucking dead, dude. But anyways, when I go back to my home state, I'm gonna be a selfish prick. I'm just gonna care about my own family. And then I like, honestly, dude, since I love you guys, while free speech is free, try to bring some fucking self-awareness to this shit. That our world's going to hell over a certain demographic that says Jesus is baking and shit. And all for them, dude. Just them. And if I do live long enough to get my goal going, I'm not gonna be about politics or religion at all, dude. Good for you. I don't want to be about, down, like fuck them, right? Like thumbs down. Absolutely, boss. God bless you. I thought you meant like, ooh, I'm down with the sickness, yo. I'm down with those Talmuds. But no, you're on my side, dude. God bless the shit out of you. I can't wait to fuck off, dude. And I'm gonna be about axe throwing and survival knives and I'm gonna get the fuck out of religion and politics and just care about my own family, dude. That's why I don't deserve. Yeah, burn them down. Dude, they're fucking pieces of shit. The whole world, dude. Like, fucking Jews, dude. Be like hardworking Mexicans. Be like the Italians. Be like Irish people. Assimilate into the country that you're at. Work fucking hard and fucking assimilate. The whole world owes you fucking Palestine, you sons of bitches. Right. None of us, dude. I don't know if you guys are Hispanic, if you guys are Caucasian, whatever. Are you asking for your own goddamn region? Like, it's obvious. Like, I don't know what a smart person. Palestine or whatever Israel is small. It's like the size of California. Well, it's overpopulated. They think it's because. Look it up, dude. They think that they are owed all of Canaan. Like the promised land that Yahweh was going to give them before Jesus came and told them that Yahweh was done with their shit. They're trying to take over like you know, where Noah's Ark landed and shit, the mountains of Ararat, and where like I don't know, the tribes of Midian or fucking whatever, wherever Esau and shit, all that shit. That's like all of fucking Arabia, dude. But anyways, like I've been saying, dude, we're getting killed. You guys are either gonna get drafted and killed advertently in combat for them, or we're gonna bleed to death slowly, fucking paying so much money for gas. Hence, everything else is gonna be more expensive as shit because whoever is on the Epstein list owes them their ass with our ass to give them that whole fucking region of like West Asia, dude. Like, it's stupid, dude. It's really stupid. You don't see like Mexican people asking for their whole country back, dude. They just work hard and they assimilate. You don't fucking see Italian Irish like, oh man, we need to have just assimilate into the fucking country that you're from and fucking work hard to be a citizen of that. But no, because the Bible really said that we owe Israel a whole fucking continent, dude. We're goys. We're second-rate beings to them, guys. We're Gentile dogs. They said Mother Mary's a whore and Jesus is burning in shit in hell in the Talmud. Zionists and evangelical Protestants are fucking cucks, guys. I don't want to be a cuck. I don't want my rights taken away. I don't want to be told what to do or what to think by fuckers that party with Epstein and shit, guys. Like, that shit makes me so maniacally mad that I would, if I had the power to do so, dude, I would go die by the sword just to shove that Star of David right up their ass, dude. So I don't like to be told what the fuck to do, bro. Like, I really don't, man. If God didn't make that fucking rule, even a lot of the rules God makes, I don't like, dude. I don't mean to talk about myself, but I always had these two rules, and God don't listen to them. Like, if you're my friend, but you're not a Christian, I won't try to mog you in front of your chick. If your chick's a slut and you want to go get more beer, and she's starting to talk to me too much and touch my ding-a-ling, I'll decline, dude. If she's talking to me about a lot of shit, I'll just start talking about you. Like, oh yeah, your dude's so badass, right? I got another rule. If we don't get along, we're not friends, but you're a real Christian, I won't try to like take your chick or accept her advances. I'm an old ugly guy. I'm just saying hypothetically. So I got those two rules. And I would be like, well, if you're a douche, you're not my friend. If you're not a Christian, I'm gonna try to absorb your chick into my harem. And I got punished by God for that. It's a long story. Like, God even loves these fucks that don't love him back, dude. And I don't want to be told what the fuck to do, dude. Especially a bunch of elitist class fucking pedophiles, bro. Like, you know, it took so long for me to get this old and this independent, and they're gonna fuck my freedom now. I'm willing to die for that shit, guys, because you're just gonna live miserably. I don't want to be told what the fuck to do by a bunch of stupid fucking kikes, dude. are the fucking Zionist cuck fucking evangelical scum that's helping them fuck our country, man.
No, I'm not. I think it's something early. I don't know.
Some MMA trend was trying to say sidekicks don't work, dude. I feel like karate's so superior. And by default, American kickboxing. Because American kickboxing, in my opinion, is just karate sped up. Maybe I'm talking shit. Maybe I sparred only wrestlers that thought they could do stand up. I got so good. I don't need to do shin kicks. I'll throw a front kick once in a while. I felt I was so badass that the only kicks I needed to throw were side kicks. I'd still fucking land them, dude. You know how hard it supposedly is to land a side kick? Like it's supposed to like for a while MMA was trying to say like side kicks don't work and shit, only like shin kicks, only like roundhouse kicks are not spinning kicks. Roundhouses are technically a roundhouse is anything that goes around, even a punch. Anything that goes around instead of a straight. Even that would mean that there's two different kind of overhand rights. There's one that's really a cross where you come off a line and it looks like an overhand. Like I never left my face. This is safe. This is protecting your chin and your rib. Then there's a haymaker overhand, which anybody can do, where you actually leave your face to go like that. That would be a roundhouse, anything. So a shin kick like this is technically a roundhouse, so basically I felt like I got so good at this shit in sparring, at least for my tier, weekend warrior tier. I always do, if I threw a kick at all, as a side kick. There's two ways to throw a side kick, really. The way you're taught, chamber, or the way I do it, where you just lift and then you start to kick first and then you naturally pivot in midair, which is why I don't like wrestling shoes. They grip the ground too much, dude. You'll fucking rip your ankle apart. See, watch, like I'll have a semi-front stance and I'm pretty sure I can still make it into a side kick. I'm sorry to brag. That's some fucking black belt shit right there, dude. Like I got a talent that I'm not doing anything with in life. No one cares, dude, but I sacrifice so much to learn martial arts, dude. So fucking much. This is why I hate evangelical Protestantism, bro. I love my grandmother. She's dead, right? So my mom died, and I was gonna live back with my grandmother, but she didn't want me and my cousin to play sports. Supposedly the Bible says it's wrong for us to play sports or play with toy guns and shit. I was like, so I moved back to California with absolutely no plan. I just lied to my grandparents saying like, oh, I'm gonna stay with my dad. I came back from like 13 years old. I went to my mom's house, my grandmother's house, and I was like, oh shit, dude. Somehow the Bible says that me and my cousin aren't allowed to play with toy guns or to do martial arts and go outside, or that means no wrestling team, that means no high school football. I was in middle school at the time. I was just like, I came back to California to be willfully homeless at age 13 just for freedom. And what did I say? I missed so many like funerals on my mom's side of the family. I've got days I've been eaten by flies and mosquitoes. Could got stabbed, jumped, molested, all this other good, incarcerated, all this stupid shit. Just because I wanted to learn what I saw Bruce Lee doing on TV, and I didn't want to have overbearing rules. And no one cares, but that's why I hate evangelical Protestantism. My dad, he's in California. He's still alive, thank God. He's a black belt and blah 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 blah. He was in the army during Vietnam. When he turned Christian, he turned into a fucking soy boy. Don't ask me how. He doesn't care about martial arts. He's not supportive of this shit. And I had to leave his house because my stepmother's the boss. I'm not lying. I didn't know for years and years and years. She never even brought income, dude. He just chose her family because they're dorks. And then by necessity, like I was saying in my last video, they're like, well, why do you still hang out with that fucker? Well, I need a constant mailbox that all my shit goes to, like security license and all that. And he needs someone to pay his cell phone bill and make sure his car is running. That's me. So out of first necessity, I tried to fuck that guy off for life. He got a letter from the government saying that I wasn't going to school. I was like, motherfucker, dude, I haven't showered or ate in 3 days. My friend's mom is raving on meth. I have bigger problems than fucking school, you goddamn genius. So I was getting money from my mother dying. Like, my mother died, I got Social Security money. He had to throw $200 in on it. I had my own apartment at age 15. And then, you wanna hear something funny, dude? You're gonna laugh your ass off. So, I didn't have my apartment no more after 19 and a half. The fucking Social Security, whatever, by law went away, right? So I'm kicking it with my friend Steve. My friend Steve's like a whoremongering Marine, whoremongering, proud, belligerent, drunk, loves to fight, right? We're at a party in our early 20s or 30s or some shit. I don't remember. We were fucking laughing our ass off about I had my own apartment, right? He used to come over. And I was like, what the fuck were you? Because I was when I got my own apartment from age 15 to 19, I was working out, drinking protein shakes instead of like trying to get chicks and party. And we're laughing at it. We're like, what the fuck were we thinking, dude? We had our own place. Like, what we're making fun of all the shit we were watching, like on TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network, the Power Team, and like, church shit, and like, we were fucking gagging, laughing, like we were like saying some shit like instead of like we're like, when you're laughing so hard it's in slow motion. The Showcase Theater in Corona, California, they had chicks, this death metal shit. Well, I'm not into death metal. I've been to so many underground concerts somehow. And we're like, dude, we could have been pulling B-word. We could have been pulling bitches, getting them drunk and totally scoring. We could have been drinking and fucking snorting coke and smoking weed and fucking doing steroids, And we're like, but no. We were watching the Power Team. We're like, laughing our ass off, dude. Taking our vitamins and saying our prayers. Like, we were like, what the fuck were we thinking? Like, oh, man. So I'm a fucking square, dog. Like, I would have got fucked up, dude. I fucked up that spinning kick. I would have fucking went right into it like a fucking right cross, dude. The reason why I fucked up that spinning kick is I didn't do my little fucking setup. My setup, I'm trying to break it, but oh well. I don't train no more. I don't compete or whatever. I don't spar. My setup for that kick, this opens up. that points to my target. That's why I don't have to look at the target. And it takes an extra second. So I have to mask that by throwing jabs while I'm doing that. Throw a jab while I'm doing that. Throw a jab while I'm doing that. And then out of nowhere. So like if someone else's coach are seeing that shit, they'll be like, hey dude, that guy's setting up that back kick, you know? But no one knew of that at that time. One time I fucking dislocated my knee, missing the bag and shit, and I had to sit on it like this and lean back and pop it back in place. Because of evangelical Protestantism, my parents, like, so I had evangelical Protestant boomer parents that hate rock and roll in my guts, right? Like, so I had to be like my own doctor and shit. So one day I go to my friend's house and the medicine cabinet to the bathroom accidentally opened. And I saw like Band-Aids and gauze and like Motrin and Tylenol and peroxide. And I was like, wow, I don't even know what that shit's for, dude. I was like, what is Motrin? What is Tylenol? What is, I didn't even know what that shit My parents hated my guts so much, dude, that if I got hurt as a kid, shit, I'll fuck off and die, you piece of shit. I did have to go, my father had a state job, so when I was on the wrestling team or whatever the fuck I was doing, I got free health insurance under his dumb shit from my ages like 16 to 22 somehow. And I remember like one time I sprained my ankle really bad and I still somehow climbed into a 2-story building that I was living at. That's how I would get in there, so I didn't have a key to my own place. I just leave the balcony unlocked. And I knew what to do, I knew what to sign. I had to go to my friend's mom's house, have her drive me to the hospital, and I had $10 for the co-payment and shit. And oh, that shit's funny, dude. Dude, I remember like my Chicano friends are pretty bad kids, dude. And I remember being like, wow, your parents don't hate you. What the fuck? Like, they're Catholic, dude. Because Catholics are better people. They're better people than Protestants. I'm fucking telling you, dude. That's why when Protestants are like, oh, Mary's idolatry and vain repetition, I want to slap the fucking shit out of them, dude. I fucking really, like, bad people are always going to be there, dude. There's always going to be evil on earth. What's in the way is the evangelical Protestants that fucking help them, dude. And they think that they're the good guys. Talk about Dunning fucking Kruger, man. I'm so old, lazy, and don't give a fuck no more. So if I send that right hand, I just do what I call the elephant guard, stay in the pocket, and hope I don't get hit in the ribs or taken down. That's technically a Superman jab. Watch, you'll see my lead foot come back to I'm almost in the opposite stance. That's how I'm getting so much power out of that little uppercut. What else was I gonna say? I've done karate, and they always they believe in the philosophy of twisting and snapping. So my lead uppercut, twist, see what I mean? Like, would it still have power like this? Maybe, but more comfortable, protect my rib. I kind of dip to this side. See, it started with your wrist down, it ends with it up. Like, boom, boom. I think like every punch is almost a twist and a snap. See, it twists. The reason why I think that instead of just going from here, it's better to protect. Yeah, you're protecting your rib. Yeah. There's something about like, boom, now you finally are tensing, like you were saving the energy of all those muscles that were finally gonna tense right here. That's my little superstition about it. So even my side kicks like that, it starts here, then like the foot's here and it twists out kind of. Everything's a snap and a twist. And I call it a splash. There has to be a snap back to it. Like you'll see some karate katas when they're like, oi, oi. That's wrong. Watch the difference. It actually should be like this. See how it kind of snapped back to me? There has to be a snap back. Now I heard just straight up pushing it like a fucking bench press, like that, all tense the whole time. I heard that'll work really good if they run into it, or they have to run into it. If you're seeking that hit, you have to have that splash. Yeah, that you have to shake their brain. That's what shakes their brain. It was really nice hanging out, guys. God bless and shit, you know. Remember, I'm a fucking pastor. I'm a self-proclaimed fucking pastor, because that's how fucking Protestantism rolls, dude. So I'm a fucking pastor and shit, and that's why I'm like a leading authority on everything I fucking say, you know. But it's pretty common sense, guys, that we need freedom, dude. And we need the Jews to get off our jock, or we need to get off their jock, and they're fucking us, man. And just want you guys to fucking like consider this shit, dude, that, you know, the quality of life is going to get worse and worse and worse if we don't start checking the rulers of the world. I was watching a Black Scout Survival last night, and all the elitists of the world, people that were supposed to be enemies back when it was like, oh, Democrats versus Republicans and Orange Man bad. Well, they're all partying and they're all clicking up, dude, and they're making like new ballrooms and fucking World War III nuclear Holocaust bunkers for their own safety, while we're paying $100 to fill our gas tank. Like a fucking goddamn taco or sandwich that was like $1 something is now like fucking $5. Professor Xie, I have an English honors recommendation, I could barely talk, dude. Somebody has dude, this is gross, but someone has the exact same hair color as me, dude. Yeah, I have like light brown auburn hair, dude. I'm a wedo up the fucking ass, dude. That's why I'm not liked in Southern California. I'm the species that everybody hates the most these days. A heterosexual, white male traditionalist. I get such rude customer service and shit over it. I get stupid fucks looking at me all stupid until I hit the bag all badass, and they're like, "Oh, I wasn't looking." if we don't check these politicians for not regarding our fucking lives, our quality of life is gonna get worse and worse, dude. And that's why I'm enamored with the forefathers of this country and all that, because they told us this shit, dude. They told us, like, the government, the tyrants of this world, they're gonna keep trying to fucking slip the tip up your ass and take more and more and more. If you're a Christian, I'm sorry that I cuss. It's the only way I can talk fast to get my point across. And they're just greedy, dude. I mean, you guys, I want you to hate them as much as me. Think about this shit. If you woke up tomorrow and you were a billionaire, right? Are you gonna go fuck kids on Epstein Island and shit? Are you gonna really want to take more and more fucking money from other people? These fuckers are rich as fuck. And they're bored of regular women because they're easy or something. And so they want to fuck kids and then take all our money and then fuck our rights and make everything digital and surveillance and shit. I want to fucking kill them, dude. I'll give my life just to shove that shit up their ass because I don't want to be fucking told what to do. And I don't want to live miserably, dude. But you know, like, there's not enough people that are even allowed to think like this. There's not enough people left anymore that even want this, man. So, I mean, like, fuck, dude, we have two options here, dude. Like, either way, we're getting clapped. Either we stand up and say, fuck you in the name of Jesus, or do what my plan is gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and coom out like my fucking trolls. But like I want to go back home and not give a shit anymore, dude. I want to care only about my family, dude. I want to be the exact people that I talk shit on, that are apathetic, only care about the day-to-day with their own home and their own kind. So you guys want to do me a favor, help me get rich and not rich, help me get popular so I become a threat to the government, so I could just tell them, hey man, buy me a Dodge Ram and give me enough money for gas, and I'll fuck off. I'll fuck off in the name of Christ. Sorry, I shouldn't be blaspheming like that. I had a dream last night that basically Jesus was telling me that I don't put love out in the world, and I don't tell people to repent from their sins. And that I'm on the verge of inheriting outer darkness. How I know that is, it was a weird dream, dude. I have like a bunch of bleach stains all over my clothes, and in this dream, I had a bunch of roommates that had a bunch of bleach stains all over their clothes. And then, not these clothes, I don't have bleach stains on them yet. A lot of my security uniform and shit is all destroyed with bleach stains and going out into the raw wild and shit. And then they had the same shit, my roommates. And then I had this weird ass dream that there was this evil bitch just mad dogging me. And we were both in this really, really dark place, hovering above a skillet, hovering above this drain. And the drain, you could tell, if you fall in that drain, you're fucked. Like, you're gonna die, dude. No one's gonna help you. You're gone. It was the darkest hole I ever seen. And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I had an epiphany that the people with the same kind of clothes means like, oh, they're sinners, I'm a sinner too. And I remember I was thinking, I was like, I should tell them, they're talking with my roommates, and I don't have roommates, dude. You know, this is a hypothetical world. And they're like, I was all thinking like, oh, when I get another, they're talking about their clothes are getting dirty. And I was like, oh, hey, I'll just pay for your fucking laundry, dude. I have to do laundry anyway. Let me be like a girly bitch. I'll do your fucking laundry. And that represents that I'm supposed to admonish people to like, hey, we need to stop being sinners and like avoid outer darkness and shit, you know? Like, oh, dude, instead of like hating my trolls, I'm supposed to like bless them and stuff. Like, oh, dude, you should like Jesus or whatever. And then that other part of the dream where there's some evil bitch mad dogging me, like represents how I'm always being mad and shit. Being like histrionic. And then if I'm like hovering above this drain, if I fall, I'm gonna be in that black hole. That was fucking really, really scary, dude. It maybe like Jesus was showing me that dream. That outer darkness is fucking horrible. Because in the Bible it says some people are gonna inherit outer darkness. Dude, you could tell you fall in that drain, no one's saving you. There's no way to get back out of it. And then like I didn't know what that dream meant, and then it all came to me and shit. What's crazy is I'm not a smart person. I've interpreted some of my friends' dreams, dude. I had a friend that's like he thinks he's a fucking Protestant. We don't talk no more. He's jealous of my blonde chick. He tried to do her, probably did. He had a dream. He was trying to get his sister out of like a zombie infested mall. And I was trying to tell him about how, you know, hey dude, like lack of a better word, I was like, your sister's lost, she's a big slut, you know, so all she does is drink and fuck stuff, and you know about God, and that's what like the dream represented. The mall represents all these people who are like dead in their sins and going to hell and stuff, right? And you know about God, and your sister's lost, so like it's like you need to save your sister, but you're living like shit yourself, and you know that everybody else is lost, but you're there with them, and basically like that. And he's an idiot, dude. It like went in one ear and out the other, and he's like, oh, whatever, let's watch WWF. Like, he's such a fucking ogre, dude. Like, I'm an ogre, he's an oaf. That guy's so fucking caustic. I gave up on people like that. It's casting pearls before swine. It really is. I talk to people where you're like, well, the alloys are compositions, the things are molecular structure, the Bible this and that. Like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go watch porn and fucking eat and go to sleep and eat pork rinds and go to sleep. It's like, can't. Like, if you have a vice, you have a problem. I understand that, man. Like, oh, dude, women hate you, and you can't get a chick, but you have a huge drive, and you gotta watch. You don't believe in love no more, so you're very tempted to watch females get fucking desecrated in the sack. Like, you have a vice, dude. You know, but some people, dude, they don't have a vice. They just love pleasure. Like this fucking oaf. For a fat dude, he gets chicks, dude. He had a hot wife, dude. He wasn't content with it. He had to cheat on her all the time. He had his wife for a fat chick. She had a gorgeous face. She had hips and boobs, dude. And she did all our shit, dude. I don't know how to do computer shit, dude. She got me, like, she helped me do whatever I had to do to become a fucking security guard, dude. Like, if I don't know how to get my Social Security back from it getting stolen from a crackhead. She's like, oh, you just do this, go online. She like, do it all for me, dude. Like, she wipes that guy's ass. This guy's so stupid. He spent $500 on his pro wrestling outfit, and he spelled his own name wrong on his. But he can't stop cheating on his wife, dude. Like I said, most of you guys out there, dude, if you won the lottery tomorrow, you'd probably just get your chick on a Jane Fonda plan, buy her a gym membership, or even if you were a bad dude, you would fuck normal chicks, like full adult female chicks, right? You wouldn't care. You would probably give your dati and your uncle and your primo and your dad or your mom some money, right? You'd probably buy your friend a new Xbox or some shit. But the people who rule the world, they're billionaires. They have everything they need. They're like, oh man, I think I'll just fuck some kids and fuck everybody else with some constitutional dystopian surveillance state fucking communism. Why? Let's kill these motherfuckers, dude. Let's fucking kill these motherfuckers, dude. Seriously. People are gonna... you guys, religion's so bad, right? Like, supposedly religion's so bad. dude, the way I grew up and everything, like if I didn't believe in God or if I didn't have moral ethics or like half my, dude, I'm like a schizophrenic lunatic pledged to die, lurking in the distant abysmal fog, hungry for blood, ready to kill and kill again. But I subdue those passions out of like fear of God, you know? Like, dude, everything about me, I should be a mass shooter, dude. And then when people say religion's bad, I'm like, fuck, you're stupid. So I want to project all that homicidal, genocidal, and suicidal fury, that shit that deserves to fucking die, dude. Like the chomos that run this fucking world and suck Jew dicks and make us suck the same. And if you're a Christian and shit, I'm sorry, I don't know how else to really, I bathe in negativity, dude. I come from the gutter, a heavy metal ass motherfucker, dude. I really don't know how to be anything else. But we need to fucking up and die by the sword, dude, or we're gonna die slowly by fucking forced circumcision and shit. Dude, I don't know how else to fucking put it. All I know is I don't like being told to do, dude. I don't like to be told what the fuck to do, especially by chomo ass aristocrats that deserve to fucking die, dude. So keep on rocking in the free world. Fuck yeah, you know. I have to go, guys. I had to get a fucking workout in. I love you. God bless and stuff. Remember, I'm a fucking pastor, dude.